Hello, it's Christoph Steve from Finley's. I'm here with Andre from PackServe.
G'day, Christoph.
Hello. I've just stepped into the factory today to have a look at some of the new equipment and perhaps have Andre talk to me about some of the new products that are available to market.
Awesome. Let's get into it.
I'm coming today to look at the new PackServe line.
Yes.
And I'm told that it's new, it's improved, it's got exciting new features, and we'd just love to hear a lot more about it.
Yeah, cool. So what we're looking at here today is at the moment we're actually just trialing our remote management software on our new PLC machine. Essentially, what is it? It's the bread and butter of PackServe machinery, upgraded, new features, new versatility, better, faster, more efficient, and also now get more metrics out of it. Our team can actually look at this from a distance over the internet and ensure that there's no problems. It's good for preventive maintenance, and essentially it's just the next step in the evolution of PackServe and the products that we're putting out in there.
How is the interface different from previous versions? So my understanding is you can monitor and basically analyze on site from your own location.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, exactly. So previously, a lot of the machinery that we built was actually pneumatic based. So what's that mean? There's no electronics. It was suitable for dangerous goods, flammable goods, anything like this. Today we're transitioning and trying to make it a little more accessible for the SMEs, just to have that more automated, more user-friendly interface, which is, a digital screen. As we know in today's day and age, everyone's kind of going away from physical buttons and whatnot to actual screens where it's all touch screen. The advantage of this is it means I can set up a recipe for, bottle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on one day while I'm using it, I just need to load the settings on the touch screen. And then the second day I go to a different bottle, I can load the settings from the second container on the touch screen. Whereas previously, there was a lot of involvement. You had to move dials, you had to rotate switches, and there was no great markings on them. So it was a little bit difficult, especially if you weren't familiar with the machinery. So it's just making it more accessible, easy to use, and a little more streamlined for everyone in the workforce who works with that machinery.
Excellent. And it would be a typical, I suppose, clientele that would be seeing a need for such an advanced piece of machinery.
Yeah.
The end user client that you would have in mind for something like this.
So obviously we're Australian made, Australian bred and born. So we are aiming to help clients within Australia. We're obviously based out of Sydney, but we operate Australia-wide. Generally, a lot of our clients are working that contract manufacturing or contract packing space, but also we're really there for the whole journey with the SMCs from, first iteration of the product all the way up to until, they're in the big supermarket chains or whatnot. They're producing tens of thousands of units a day.
So it could really be anyone from starting off on a smaller scale production line, perhaps has won a contract or perhaps wants to take their business on another level and really needs to scale with some machine.
Yeah, exactly. And we kind of pride ourselves on one that's the buyer for life. You get the one piece of machinery, we can upgrade it, it can follow you on your journey. And it's modular. It works obviously with our gear seamlessly and really well, but also we can integrate it into other gear, other components, other lines, just to mean it's a one size fits all with all of our equipment and the full range.
Lovely. And when you're saying modular, I'm thinking that the twin head filling machines is one section.
Yes.
A conveyor is another section. It can also have extensions like sorting tables, labeling.
Yeah,
a whole suite of products if somebody has a need for it.
100%, yeah, bang on. So we'll do start to finish, which, as you said, will be infield tables. Actually, what we're trying to do is assist the staff so they can get as much as they can with as few people on the floor as possible. So, you can have someone put 1,000 containers on the table. It will feed them in one at a time onto the conveyor, run through our filler, goes through to a capping machine. We can have labelers for wraparound, wipe on, overhead. We have inkjet coating, and then we've got induction sealing as well under case sealers and accumulation tables. It's kind of start to finish production lines. Again, really in that SME workspace. And as you said, it is kind of from the first step all the way up until later stage business.
And I think one benefit that I can think of, I suppose from a customer's perspective, post-purchase, machines like this may need repairs, maintenance, ongoing support. And I'm assuming you've got local technicians around the country that are there all the way.
Yeah.
You're not trying to find someone that can understand a piece of machinery that wasn't manufactured here. You've got a local supplier with local agents that can help you maintain this just ongoing.
Yeah.
Because we're talking maybe a 10 to 15, 20-year investment.
Exactly.
You're simply just going to need that support over the years.
Yeah, and I think you've kind of hit the nail on the head. I think a big issue a lot of our clients have had in the past when they purchase overseas machinery is what do you do when something goes wrong? And we do have that ability. And as you said, we're in all the states of Australia. We can assist. We've got technicians on the road. And if we can't have someone there same day, which most of the time we can, you're going to have someone on the phone or a video call with you being able to fault find. And again, what the new technology that we're focusing on really is that ability for further and better remote assistance. If there are issues, we can fault find, we can log into the machine, we can say, here's what's going on, here's why you're having issues. And part of that is the preventative maintenance, which this will allow the users and us to gain some insight in the machinery and when it is going to require a little bit of help from either our maintenance team or your maintenance team as a client.
Yeah, excellent.